We've been talking a lot about 21 Pilots setlists on the channel recently, but how can we not? Because we got the Icy Tour coming up, which means we could be possibly getting a new setlist and or the same setlist as the Takeover Tour, but keeping the skeleton bones and removing certain songs, replacing it with others, or some hybrid in between. Last Monday, we did my prediction video on what the Ice Tour setlist could possibly be. And when I made that video, a lot of people were just like, hey, what's your dream 21 Pilot setlist? So, after much debate with myself throughout the week, changing songs, changing the orders of the songs, I think I got what my dream 21 Pilot setlist is at the moment, because like always, this setlist is going to change because my tastes evolve differently. My dream songs that I want to hear live will change, but this is my dream setlist at the moment. Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, depending on when you're watching this. How's it going, guys? First off, I hope you're having a good day today. Hope your day's going well, and hope it continues to go well. As we go along with this video, I'd love to know your dream 21 Pilot setlist down in the comment section below as well. And I'm basing the number of songs that we have here off of the Takeover Tour, off of the festival shows, and even going back to the Bandito Tour, where 21 Pilots averages 24 to 23 songs. I think on mine, I have 25, so let's get right into it. Here's my dream 21 Pilot setlist as of July 2022. The way my dream setlist starts out is, it starts out very nostalgic to a lot of 21 Pilot fans, to where everything goes completely black. There is very ominous sounds. It's not the Takeover Tour, the guy who's walking up. No, this is prime drone. You're getting excited. There's low rumbling going on. You hear some birds as well, maybe some horses too, and then because we start off with Jumpsuit going into Levitate. We are going back to the trench era because that was such a cool intro, doing those two back to back. And you have to have Levitate as song 2 if you are doing Levitate, because it says it right there in the song by track 2. It was weird if you do it as song 7 in the set. I mean, possible by track 7, at least know them the here from place. So Jumpsuit into Levitate. Then we're taking a page out of the second leg of the Bandito Tour, and we're doing Heavy Dirty Soul third. Because let me tell you, Jumpsuit into Levitate to Heavy Dirty Soul, amazing. It was immaculate. So, Heavy Dirty Soul in full, and we get the screams at the end. Lights go black. Everyone goes crazy. And then next thing you hear, so where are ya? It's been a little while. Because next up is Chlorine. I think Chlorine is a great way to transition from black, of course, great way to transition from black into something else. I'm putting away early in the set list based only because I have other plans for the future. And this is Chlorine in full. This isn't the Takeover Tour, cutting it in, snipping it. No, it is Chlorine in full, including the outro, where Tyler will walk over to the piano and we'll just fiddle around while everyone sings, "Can you build my house with pieces? I'm just a chemical." So Tyler messing around on piano, and then shifting it, just improving and going into the piano intro of Heathens. We do Heathens in full. Tyler plays a bass. We get the Heathen scream, which is the best part of Heathens live. And then when Tyler finishes up, so it looks like you just might be one of us, that last note is going to drone out, and it's going to shift into a transition to our next song, but it's just going to be a full-on drone as Tyler makes his way into the crowd. Because the next song, song number 6 on the set list, if I have my mouth right. Yeah, song number 6 is Holding On To You. So that drone shifts and changes into the first notes of Holding On To You. We get that crowd stand back. We do Holding On To You in full. And then after that, we go into We Don't Believe what's on TV, and we just get that back in electrified because it's the best version live of We Don't Believe It's on TV amplified. Love the campfire, but there's something special about the big old drums and the ukulele and the trumpet. So we are doing this. And also, I should mention, imagine the sideband there or don't imagine the sideband there. This works in any scenario. So with that in mind, with We Don't Believe What's on TV, we go into Lane Boy. And this is what has Tyler playing the uke again, like he did during the Bandito tour. Not sure if he did it during the Emotional Roadshow and Blurry Face era tours, because I just forget off the top of my head. Someone will correct me in the comments if he did do it. But he will play the ukulele starting in verse 2, go crazy, and we're adding the drum solo at the very end of Lane Boy once again. And we are not going to do Redecorate for the outro because, well, you'll see. You'll see. So, after Lane Boy, blackout, and then you hear the drum loop. And Tyler talks a little bit, he has a bass, and this is our transition into Stressed Out. The great thing with Stressed Out, how they do it live, is you can literally put it anywhere in the set list because you have that drum looped vamp on, which is why Tyler crowd surfing worked so well, just because they had that drum loop until Josh hits go on that MIDI controller. He can go until they're ready. So we'll do it at Stressed Out there, and then at the very end, Tyler walks over to piano, and then we go into Mulberry Street and Benny and the Jets. It is a really good mashup of the two songs, and during this, just like the Takeover tour, Tyler will make his way over to the B stage. And do Benny and the Jets a full transition back into Mulberry Street like the Takeover tour, and Tyler just messing around the piano. And then the first song we get on B stage is Smithereens, because, oh my gosh, Tyler solo Smithereens live. Most beautiful thing ever. Like, oh my. I still have dreams and still watch videos of Tyler doing Smithereens in Pittsburgh at Penn State. And me and Lovely still talk about it because it was so magical and so memorable. Love it. So that'll be our first song. Like I said, it's our song too, so let me have this. So after Smithereens, we then go into Redecorate with the live looping. Maybe get Josh in there on this too, because the great thing with this is that Josh can walk over during Smithereens, he can walk over during Redecorate if he wants to, and then we get into some old songs, because the first song they do on B stage together is Air Catcher. This one a lot of people have been calling back to be put on the set list. And Air Catcher would totally work now with Josh singing as well and doing harmonies. Just imagine B stage bringing back Air Catcher piano and Josh on drums. So perfect. And then sticking the theme with self-titled there, the next song would be Addict with a Pen, because it's my favorite 21 Pilots song, and on B stage, it works so well. It's one of my favorite things to do, is watch clips of Addict with a Pen live and crying, because it's so well, and just Tyler laying on the floor on B stage is emotional. And see it live, it's the dream. And then after Addict with a Pen, going into it again, self-titled Taxicab, because I didn't get the opportunity to see that live like a lot of people did on the Bandito tour. I saw Fall Away with Dr. Blum on trumpet at Penn State, which, hey, I'm fine with, but Taxicab. How can you miss out on Taxicab? And then for our final thing on the B stage, Nico and the Niners. This is a direct parallel of the Bandito tour, because I want Nico and the Niners to start on B stage, then the ramp come down, and Tyler walking back during the rap section over to the main stage. Completely different from the Bandito tour where Tyler was at A stage, rapped over to B stage, and the bridge lifted. No. Crucially, Josh stays on B stage. Josh stays on B stage here because you'll see. So, Josh drums B stage, Tyler finishes Nico and the Niners on A stage, and then, wow, we go into No Chances. Because I just love the idea of Nico and the Niners, Tyler crossing the bridge, and No Chances starts playing. I think that would be really, really cool. So, it happens. No Chances happens same exact way. And Tyler just does the jump off stage thing, he plays the guitar, and Josh drums solo from B stage. If you want to, you can even give him the drum island here, because that would be amazing as well. But after No Chances, complete darkness, and then you hear a drone. The drone, in my head, lingers from No Chances into Choker. And it's the live stream experience Choker, where it starts off with just Tyler, which will give Josh enough time to walk from B stage over to the A stage, hypothetically. Hopefully there's enough time. So, Choker happens, it's good. And from Choker, we go into Cut My Lip. Because Tyler says he wants that back in the set list. I think it'd be really cool. Also, I love the idea of Nico and the Niners. No Chances. I was born a choker, but I'm gonna keep on trying because might as well. And then towards the end of that, Tyler walks back towards the piano and finishes it like he finished out the Sirius XM Cut My Lip. Not the live in Brooklyn, the Sirius XM one with the acoustic holding on to you performance, that one. Because when Tyler goes to piano, fiddles on Cut My Lip, transitions into Ride. And so Ride happens. And you know what? I think a Ride drum island would be really cool. So give it. Josh is getting 3 drum solos during my dream set list. So we get the Lane Boy drum solo, No Chances drum solo, and then the Ride drum stand, I guess, because that would be cool. And then from Ride, you hear the same drone at the end of the Ride live stream experience, but instead of going to car radio, we go into Leave the City. Leave the City happens, and then from there, we go into car radio. Give you the 1-2 punch of Leave the City pain and car radio pain. Car radio plays out exactly as normal, and then the Truce sing-along, because that is a beautiful thing. Everyone in the crowd singing Truce together is something I loved about the Bandito tour, and I want them to bring it back, because Chef's Kiss, so beautiful. So, Truce happens, and then the chord stays, because the last chord is a G, and that kind of swells up, and we go into, for the first time in, I don't know, 10 years, Anathema, because it's my set list. They're doing a regional best song, and Anathema is my favorite off of regional best, so it is our encore song, and we go for it. Super, super good. And then we close out with Trees as per the usual 21 Pilot closer. So that is my dream set list. So just to recap really quick: Jumpsuit into Levitate into Heavy Dirty Soul, Lights Go Out, Chlorine, piano transition to The Heathens, drone transition to Holding On To You, into We Don't Believe What's On TV, into Lane Boy with the drum solo outro, into the Stressed Out loop, into Stressed Out, into some transition into Mulberry Street Bending the Jets, where Tyler walks over to B stage, where he starts out with Smithereens on piano, goes into Redecorate with the live looping with or without Josh, take your pick, into Air Catcher with Josh singing harmony, Attic with a pen, into Taxicab, into Nico and the Niners, where Tyler will walk back to A stage as Josh stays on B stage, into No Chances. Same exact way as Takeover Tour. Tyler plays guitar, jumps off stage, Josh drum solo at the very end of No Chances, Blackout, Drone, into Choker a la live stream experience, into Cut My Lip, piano transition into Ride, with the drum stand also for the third drum solo for Josh, into Leave the City, into Car Radio, into The Truth Sing-Along, into Anathema, into Trees, and there we have it. That was my Dream 21 pilot setlist. My throat is getting really dry now, and I'm also super tired. Man, okay. So anyway guys, really hope you enjoyed. That is my Dream 21 pilot setlist. It's probably going to change in a day. It's probably going to change, and I'm going to put Guns for Hands in somewhere. I'm going to want to open with Ode to Sleep. There's so many things. If I had an opportunity, it would be a 3-day festival where they just did everything, and they just jammed on things like Fish and Grateful Dead stuff, like my 21 pilot songs. I think it'd be really good. Anyway, I'm going to get some water, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye, and more importantly, have a good day, and I'll see you later.